morning, good afternoon. Thanks for being here and for the work that everybody here behind me does to support the children and the families of Travis County. I want to begin by recognizing the many partners that are standing here with us today, from the District Attorney's Office, the Sheriff's Office, to Partnerships for Children, the Center for Child Protection, and the many nonprofit and community organizations that work every day to protect children across Travis County. This is what collaboration looks like. We all have to work together to do our best to keep kids safe here in Travis County. Parenting is hard work. Parenting without adequate support leads to less safe and stable families. In Travis County, with the support of our community, we're working hard each day to help ensure families and the kids in them have what they need to thrive, including access to safe, stable housing, help with utilities and home repairs, support for mental health and substance use, and access to high-quality, affordable childcare. That's why I and the agencies and the folks behind me believe so strongly in prevention. When families have what they need, kids in Travis County are safer. We can help prevent child abuse by investing in families early and often. We know the need is real. In 2025 alone, there were more than 5,000 investigations into child abuse and neglect in Travis County, with over 1,200 children confirmed as victims. Thousands more families interacted with our system through referrals, court proceedings, and critical support services. While removal can sometimes be necessary to ensure a child's safety, we believe families shouldn't have to reach a breaking point before they get help. And that's why Travis County continues to invest in prevention-focused services through Health and Human Services, the Office of Children's Services, the Rainbow Room, and other community partners to provide early support, stabilize families, and reduce the need for system involvement. And these aren't just programs, they're lifelines for families doing their best. And they're all connected through a central focus, the well-being of children. We also know that one of the biggest reasons families become involved in the system is substance use. And that's why we support programs like Parenting in Recovery, which allows moms to stay with their babies while they get the help that they need. It's a powerful example of what happens when we lead with compassion. We also have to talk about equity. Families in East Austin and East Travis County often face greater barriers to care and support than those in West Austin and West Travis County, and that's a reality that we can't ignore. If we truly want to prevent abuse, we must close those gaps, and that means making smart, targeted investments in every part of our county. We have to stay focused on what kids really need, not just a safety net when things go wrong, but real support to help their families thrive from the start. I'm proud of the work that we're doing, and I'm even more proud of the families in our community who are working every day to create safe, loving homes for their children. Let's keep showing up for them, not just today, but every day. And I'll now pass it on to our District Attorney, Jose Garza. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. My name is Jose Garza, and it is my privilege to serve as the Travis County District Attorney. I'm honored to stand this afternoon alongside our county leaders, public safety officials, and community partners. Together, we are working tirelessly to support and help children as they navigate their experiences with the criminal justice system during an extremely challenging period. In 2025, the District Attorney's Office oversaw 617 criminal cases of child abuse and filed 342 civil intervention cases aimed at safeguarding the physical and emotional well-being of children within Travis County. Our office emphasizes child welfare by dedicating 22 specialized attorneys to fight child exploitation, abuse, and neglect, and to prioritize those cases for trial. Our team takes a victim-centered and trauma-informed approach, always prioritizing the unique needs and experiences of each child. Our commitment is about more than just the pursuit of justice. It's about ensuring that each child is treated with dignity and respect and that they feel supported throughout the process. Knowing that our efforts can positively influence a child's future is a primary motivation for our team. Our prosecutors achieve this by collaborating closely with law enforcement and community partners. This collaboration is not just a process, it is a powerful force that ensures child victims and their families are supported and honored. This includes having a prosecutor embedded at the Center for Child Protection, providing direct legal support and fostering essential collaboration between our organizations to better serve children and families. Since the start of this year, we have also appointed a senior criminal litigation attorney at the Center for Child Protection, working in close coordination with law enforcement detectives during case investigations. Our prosecutors also participate in multidisciplinary team meetings with law enforcement and the Center for Child Protection. These meetings ensure that our joint protocols are consistently reviewed and our efforts remain unified. I want families across Travis County to know that our team approaches every case with compassion and is well trained to minimize trauma throughout the legal process. We establish policies and undergo specialized training to keep each child and family's needs at the forefront of our work. Protecting children, seeking justice, and facilitating healing truly requires an entire community of dedicated professionals. The District Attorney's Office is proud and honored to be a part of the team committed to safety and well-being of children and families, because together we're building safer communities and brighter futures for children and families right here in Travis County. Thank you, everyone assembled today, for your unwavering partnership and commitment to protecting children in our community. And I am pleased to welcome our Sheriff, Sally Hernandez. Just get this out of your way.
Good afternoon. I'm Sally Hernandez, your Travis County Sheriff, and it's an honor to be here. At the Travis County Sheriff's Office, we care especially about amplifying the voice of victims. First and foremost, I want everyone to hear me clearly. We don't care who you are. We don't care what your status is. If you're a victim, we want you to come to us. We are here to help you, and we will help you. Children are our most vulnerable victims, and they are often hurt by the family members or someone known to them. Since these relationships are wrapped in trust, the children experience confusion and fear along with the hurt. They need specialized care from people who understand them. Our child abuse team consists of a sergeant, 6 detectives, 2 law enforcement specialists, and 1 victim service specialist who dedicated themselves to this specialized profession. The unit handles over 12,000 CPS referrals annually, and they make me very proud every day. They work carefully to investigate and develop well-prepared cases for prosecution. Verdicts that convict not only allow the residents of Travis County to send the message that our community won't tolerate anyone hurting kids, but it also sends a message to these little ones that they matter and that we are here to protect them. In our correctional complex, our programs division, along with our programs division, along with a partnership with Family First, offers parenting support classes where people in our care and custody receives education and mentorship. Equipping offenders with the skills they need to improve and reach their goals is a vital step in preventing abuse and setting families in a positive direction. While I hope for a day where we no longer see or need a child abuse unit or a child protection team or parenting education, I'm grateful for the wonderful, incredible men and women who dedicate themselves to the care of our community, one life at a time.
Good afternoon now. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Susana Martinez, and I'm the Executive Director of Partnerships for Children. I'm honored to represent the amazing staff and volunteers who join us in our mission to support and empower children and families connected to CPS. Days like today remind us of the potential we have to collectively impact the safety and well-being of children and families here in Travis County. Partnerships for Children, or PFC, is a community-based nonprofit offering resources and services for children, youth, and families along the full spectrum of CPS care. Our role is to help fill the gaps between what the county and state systems can provide and what families need to succeed. We know that these public systems are essential, but we can also offer more. That's where partners like PFC step in, providing timely, compassionate, and individualized support that helps stabilize families in the moment and set them on a path toward long-term success. From our Rainbow Room, providing 24/7 basic need items and emergency rental assistance, to the Heart Gallery, raising awareness for children seeking their forever families, PFC approaches this work collaboratively. From its inception, PFC has worked closely with DFPS and Travis County officials, providing resources to caseworkers who work tirelessly for our children. As a former foster care social worker myself, I walked in the shoes of the caseworkers that enter our Rainbow Room every day, doing their best to keep children safe and preserve families whenever possible. They rely on the fierce advocates of attorneys, CASA volunteers, and judges to push for the needs of a child and celebrate the efforts of parents to work towards reunification. Now, working from within the community, it is important to ensure that partnership is not just in our name, but is embedded in everything we do. Our goal is to become more proactive with resources and supports for family-based services and kinship families, ultimately to reduce the need to be reactive to families in crisis. That means supporting resource meetings, bringing together the most passionate and dedicated organizations and staff to share best practices, knowledge, and experience that may benefit our families. We must assist child placing agencies and work alongside those who innovate, remove barriers, and reimagine what child welfare can look like in Travis County. As we prepare for the transition to community-based care in our region, one thing is clear: the collaborative spirit that exists here in Travis County must be preserved, because the benefits are seen in the outcomes for our children, in the broken cycles of violence, and in the healthy transition to adulthood for our teens. From community volunteers to city and county leaders, that partnership is key, and our kids are relying on us to do what's best for them. So thank you for being here today, for amplifying the importance of this work, and for being a partner to us, to each other, and most of all to our children and families.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Torres, and I'm the CEO for the Center for Child Protection. I want to say thank you to the Travis County Commissioners Court and all of today's speakers and partners for continuing to shine a light on the importance of child abuse prevention in our community. For over 34 years, the Center for Child Protection is the only nationally accredited children's advocacy center in Travis County that provides a child-friendly environment where children impacted by abuse or witness a violent crime can find justice and begin to heal. We provide forensic interviews, medical evaluations, therapy, and family support services at no cost to families, and all of our services are offered in both English and in Spanish. The work we do is important. To put it into perspective, in 2025 alone, the center provided forensic interviews for 856 children and 4,648 mental health sessions right here in Travis County. Behind every one of those numbers is a child whose life has been changed by trauma. These statistics serve as a powerful reminder that child abuse is still an ongoing issue in our community. Many of the cases we saw last year were of sexual abuse, and 93% of the children who came to the center knew their alleged perpetrators. As mentioned earlier at the proclamation, our vision isn't just to respond to abuse after it happens. It's to stop the cycle entirely. Prevention starts with education. It's about recommitting ourselves and our community to preventing abuse before it even begins. That means educating parents, strengthening families, and building a community where children are seen, heard, and protected, because every child deserves to feel safe. At the center, we offer free prevention trainings to schools, caregivers, and community members because we believe every adult has a role to play in protecting children. The more we mow, the more we can do. In 2025, 6,420 Travis County children and adults attended our child abuse prevention trainings. The number of parents participating in our educational programs nearly tripled, and we reached 4 times as many Spanish language participants as the year before. With continued awareness efforts, we hope to see these numbers grow each year until we can truly end the cycle of abuse. I believe one of the greatest strengths is the collaboration of the Travis County Child Protection Team. This team includes our partners in law enforcement, Child Protective Services, the District Attorney's Office, and medical and mental health professionals. Our team's shared mission is simple: to protect children and help them heal. And that mission is only possible because of teamwork that happens quietly behind the scenes every single day between detectives, prosecutors, caseworkers, therapists, doctors, and advocates. By bringing these partners together under one roof, we ensure the investigation process is as seamless, supportive, and trauma-informed as possible for every child. This multidisciplinary approach is the gold standard of child protection, and it's what allows us to serve families so effectively. I want to thank our board of directors, our staff, and agency partners, and our community support for their tireless advocacy and support. Your presence here today is a testament to the fact that Travis County stands united in keeping children safe. Thank you for being a part of this team and for your continued support of our mission.
Thanks, Michael. Y'all have any questions? Okay.
Right now, if there's someone in our community who has a gut feeling that there is a child that is being abused and does not feel like it is their place to intervene, or they're afraid of outstepping, or really any issues there, what would you say to that person right now in our community that has that gut feeling that there is a child, whether it's in their neighborhood, their classroom, that is being abused right now, and why they should say something and do something about it?
Thank you. Absolutely come forward. Michael, do you want to, where did you go? You want to comment on this?
Yeah, I would say to them to make that report. I mean, it's, I often get asked, anecdotally, what happens if I'm wrong? And my response to them is always, what if you're right? It's not, community members' role to determine whether that child is truly in danger. That's the purpose of the Travis County Child Protection Team. And obviously not every report that is made ultimately results in a conviction, but those where that child is truly being traumatized, and those ultimately we prosecute the perpetrators. My response is trust your gut, make the report.
Yes, how has this partnership, this collaboration rather, it's a bit of a two-parter. Tell me more about how this collaboration has changed over the past year. You gave me a lot of numbers, but I want to hear more about how it changed. And then also, what does blue represent? Everyone's got blue on.
Well, the partnership, we are a true public-private collaboration, the Travis County Child Protection Team. And, it as a result of the work that we do together, we've systemically changed how children are handled by the criminal justice system. Working together to conduct these investigations in a multidisciplinary way, but also with the goal of interviewing that child just once. And the thing that I love most about this team is that we always put that child's best interest first. And that changes from case to case. And it may not always be in any one of our partners' best interests. It's what's in that child's best interest. And that truly makes a difference in the lives of these children. Blue is important. Blue, the color blue has been chosen because it is the color of bruises when they heal. So in the child abuse world, we chose the color blue, and in the month of blue, or the month of April, excuse me, we try to encourage every one of our advocates to wear the color blue. And you will see here in Austin, particularly downtown, there are lots of buildings that are highlighting in blue. There are many, many restaurants that are supporting our awareness efforts that are promoting blue items on their menu. It is, for someone like myself who has been doing this work for 33 years, it's amazing to see how the community has risen up and is really trying to help us in that cycle of abuse.
Any other questions?
Judge Brown, are there any future initiatives or efforts the county has planned when it comes to addressing child abuse? How might the county prioritize this going forward?
Thank you. Do you want to talk about future of the team at all? And then I'll chime in.
Yeah. We're going to keep doing the work that we do together. We're adapting to the changes that are occurring and how children are being victimized. 20 years ago, the internet didn't exist, and we didn't have to worry about cases involving cell phones, AI, different things like that. But we're in a constant state of flux to try to make sure that our detectives and that our team has everything that they need to continue trying to stay ahead of the alleged perpetrators.
Yeah, and I don't know if any of y'all have visited y'all's facility, but it's amazing how they're keeping up with needs of children, improving on what they have, and a lot of that depends on community support, obviously. DA, did you have something to add about the future? Okay.
Just quickly. So I think in approximately 2022, the district attorney's office partnered specifically with APD's sexual assault unit to have a deep look at how sexual assault cases were investigated and prosecuted, and to make sure that we were all on the same page. That program has been such a success that we have expanded it into our child abuse units. As we mentioned during our remarks, we have an additional prosecutor now assigned to the center, and are in weekly leadership meetings with both of our law enforcement partners, I should say our two largest law enforcement partners, the Sheriff's Office and APD, to make sure that we are doing a top-to-bottom examination of our case processing process and working to improve it. And so we hope that that project will continue throughout the year, and I think we're going to see the results and the fruits of that labor together.
And hold up, the sheriff, I think, wanted to answer your question as well that you asked at the beginning.
Yes, what I would encourage, if you see something, say something, because oftentimes there's a number of victims, many victims, who are fearful of coming forward and saying something, and they're really relying on people to step forward and help, and by making that call. So if you see something, say something, and that's what I'd encourage. Victims need to know that we care, and by showing them that we care, we report it.